Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Please take this moment now with helping me. Click here, subscribe. Next, click this bell. Next, ensure to click all. This helps you receive a notification when I posted my next videos. Next, click this thumbs up button after every time you watch my video. This pushes it up in the engagement ratings and means it will be suggested to more people, therefore is likely to get more views to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. I also have a Patreon page. Click show more. Scroll down. This link here, my Patreon. Click on it. Select the membership. With this membership, you'll get access to all this information. Very good content. Thursday, November 4th, 2:07 p.m. New York time. I'm going to be looking at the big financial institutions, the big banks in the United States. First, we'll start off looking at the equity indexes. And each of these charts will be on a weekly chart. That means each candle is a week. Since today's Thursday, this current candle will not be done till the close of tomorrow. So takeaway, yesterday, the United States Central Bank, aka Federal Reserve, released their statements and released their policy. They did not raise interest rates at this point in time. They also mentioned they don't expect to be raising them next year neither. That gave strength to the US stock indexes. So seeing that, we're going to go look at the individual banks and see which ones did well. Note, on the equity indexes, most of them made all-time new highs. We want to see those individual banks in those industries. We're going to look at 8 industries in the financial services. We'll see which industry has made all-time new high to either outperform the equity index or not. And another thing, be aware that the United States Central Bank, Federal Reserve leadership is selected by the executive branch, that's the President of the United States, and goes to a committee to be approved by Congress. The current Federal Reserve, his term is up soon. So he is campaigning to stay in his position. And we'll find out going forward if that's going to happen when the next election occurs for the Federal Reserve. This Federal Reserve president was appointed by the prior administration. Okay, enough on that. Let's go look at the charts. S&P 500, SPX cash index, all-time new highs. The trend is up. The NASDAQ 100, all-time new highs. The trend is up. Dow Jones Industrial Average, all-time new high. Again, the trend is up. The Russell 2000, all-time new highs. The trend is up. Looking here, for most of the year, the Russell 2000 was in this huge consolidation. They benefit the most by keeping interest rates low because it's more expensive for them to borrow money from the banks than the bigger ones. The other bigger companies have other methods to raise capital. The Dow Transports, look at that, all-time new high. The Dow Utilities, nope. The high was from all the way back from prior years, but this year we're still below the all-time high. So here we are. This was last year, that all-time high, and we're way below the all-time high from last year, as well the high from this year below that. Let's go look at the financials now. The first we'll look at is the financial asset management. We're going to look at six of them. BlackRock, all-time new high, outstanding. Big reverse it did too. First, the equity index, the S&P 500, was much more trending to the upside, but not this one. It did recovery. Bravo, Alpha, Mike. No, this week we did not make an all-time high. That was last week. Since then, we've been lower, low, lower high. BK, Bank of New York Mellon, Hope that was 3 weeks ago, all-time high. We're just hovering below it. Blackstone, BX, all-time new high. And T. Rowe Price. Nope, that was the all-time high all the way back here. State Street Corporation. Yep, we made an all-time high this week and sold off since then. Excuse me. I apologize. So the takeaway is look at the financial asset managements. Yeah, most of them made all-time highs this week or near their all-time highs. That's not bad for year to date. Let's go on to the next. We'll look at the bank diversified. Sort of a JP Morgan. Last week was the all-time high, since then declining. That's not good. The equity markets indexes making all-time highs, and this is declining. Bank of America, all-time high this week and already sold off. So are these early signs in this sell-off in these financials that the equity index is going to follow suit? We won't know till the end of the week when the weekly candle does, one more trading day. Hotel Sierra Bravo Charlie, huge sell-off since yesterday. Huge sell-off this week. All-time high was all the way back then. Wells Fargo, all-time high for this year was here. We had an all-time high further back, but for this year, we already made it. Yep. See, 2 years ago was the all-time high there. And then there was another one back there. Big recovery Wells Fargo made since last year. Citi, stock symbol, C as in Charlie. No, we're declining. Declining from the all-time high this year and prior. And Royal Bank of Canada, RV, that was the all-time high 3 weeks ago. Trend is down. So the takeaway here is, again, majority of them are not at all-time high this week, and they're struggling. So some of these financial banks diversified, not the best. Be better off in the equity indexes. Let's go to the financial bank regional. Uniform Sierra Bravo, all-time high was last week, and we're declining. Look at all these big candles. A lot of them are red. Consolidation. Looks like smart money selling distribution. It looked like here, and then sold off. So one would expect that may be happening here soon. Yeah, if we take out the low here, that's a swing low. We look for it to go lower, but it's struggling. It's mostly in these consolidations. That's not good. Hotel Delta Bravo, all-time high was there. It's struggling. Again, these are the financial banks regional. Tango Foxtrot Charlie, all-time high already sold off. Papa November Charlie, yep, already trending since the high from 3 weeks ago. Reverse down. India Bravo November also took out the low of last week. That's not good. Foxtrot Romeo Charlie, all-time high. Small trading range. Candle's not done yet. That's a suspicious candle. That's a dodgy. And if that occurs on top of this trend at the end of the week, yeah, I'll look at the opportunity to trade bearish. All right, that was the financial banks regional. On to the next, and they're not looking good. We'll go to the capital markets. Morgan Stanley, nope. Big sell-off already this week. Trading below $100. Huge consolidation there. It looks like distribution smart money has been selling all the way back then. It still has been. I wonder who's going to be the last one caught there holding the stock when it drops hard. Yeah. Charles Schwab, lower low, lower high. Took out the low last week. Not good. Excuse me. Goldman Sachs, all-time new high, had already sold off, taking out the low last week. Bank of Nova Scotia, way below the high. There's the high. See the yellow horizontal line? This is suspicious. Last week, closed red, back inside that body. That's not good. This week, inside candle. Yep, that means the high and low of the prior week didn't trade above or below the prior week, and the location of that, that's not looking good. India, Bravo, Kilo Romeo, Interactive Broker. It's a big stock broker. Yep. Consolidation. Yep. Well, there's the high for the year. Raymond James Financial, there's a high for the year, right down. So this big action here was, I think, did a reverse split. You can check on that for Raymond James, symbol Romeo Juliet Foxtrot. Yep. Okay, that was the capital markets. On to the next. Now the credit card services. Visa. Is your credit card Visa? Lower low, lower high than prior week. Prior week, huge sell-off, very bad. Yep. You have to wonder what's going on that they're struggling. What's the alternatives to credit cards if you're shopping online? MasterCard, also huge sell-off prior week. Yep, there's a high. PayPal, trending down, lower low. American Express, much closer to the highs, but still sold off last week. Capital One Financial, yep, sold off. Again, their earnings were not good apparently, because a lot of them had earnings over that time. So again, I gotta ask you, what's the alternative using credit cards if you're shopping online? Discovery Financial, yep, huge sell-off took off that, swing low, not good. Let's go on to the next. The insurance diversified. Remember, there's different kind of industries in insurance. So we'll look at diversified first. AIG, all-time new high. Trend has been up. Sierra Lima Foxtrot. It's in a consolidation. Looks like smart money selling distribution. I want to be buying. Hotel India Golf. All-time high was last week. Now already took out the low of last week. That's not good. Papa Foxtrot Golf. All-time high was this week, and now we're already back inside that range. Suspicious. Golf Sierra Hotel Delta. Nope, very bearish. Took out the low last week, trending down. Alpha November Alpha Tango. Yep, that's not looking good neither. And again, that was the insurance diversified. Let's go on to the next insurance. What is the next insurance? That would be the Assurance Life. Do you have a life insurance policy? How much of your monthly income are you paying towards that? MetLife, MET. Lower low, lower high from last month, but right now the body's inside there. Here's the high for the year. Mike Foxtrot Charlie. Nope, broke below the low of last week. Way below the high of the year, not good. Papa Romeo Uniform Prudential, all-time high was there and already traded below. They're not looking good neither. Alpha Foxtrot Lima. Nope, not looking good. Lima November Charlie. Nope, not looking good there neither. Papa Romeo India, all-time high, but we're trading above still in the prior week. That's not so bad. So that was the Assurance Life. Overall, not looking good. And now we're going for the Mortgage Financial. You would think they're doing fantastic. You would think. So many houses and mortgages. Rocket. Yep. One of the new companies on the stock market did an IPO last year. Romeo Kilo Tango. And it's very close to the lows of the year to date. Not good. Uniform Whiskey Mike Charlie. Nope. Looking bad. Papa Foxtrot Sierra India. Nope. Also looking bad. Stuck between this $70 and $60. Mostly consolidation. Not looking good. Whiskey Delta. All-time new high. Outstanding. Well, this is the only leadership I'm seeing in the mortgage financials right now. What are they doing? That's criminal activity. They're making more versus the other ones. Hotel Tango Golf Charlie. All-time new high. Tango Romeo Echo Echo. Lending Tree near the lows. Not looking good. So look at all these financials we've gone through. Broad perspective of financials. And when you compare that to the equity indexes, yeah, overall, you'd be better off being in the equity index, the S&P 500, compared to all those financials I showed you. Again, the equity indexes has many of those financials in them.